Welcome to our Cal State Fullerton Study Abroad General Information Session. Here's a quick overview of the things that we will be discussing today. We'll first discuss the basic information about our office and our team. What are some of the study abroad expectations? What are the different types of programs that are available to you, and how does housing work when you go abroad or away? How do you actually apply to one of our programs? And how do you finance a study abroad or away program? And once you're done with this information session PowerPoint, what are the next steps? Our study abroad office is located at the Global Titan Center in Titan Hall 1123, which is right next to Troy High School and also across the street from the TSU. Our office email address is sabroad@fullerton.edu, and listed here is also our main study abroad website where you would go to get any information about any of our programs. Please follow us on social. Here you will see our study abroad advising and coordinating staff. We have two study abroad advisors, Joim Kim and Eileen Vickery, and we do advise by majors, so you can check out the majors here. So based on your major, please schedule your appointment with the right advisor. And Abigail Segura is our programs lead for faculty-led programs. So let's talk about study abroad. Study abroad is a high-impact practice. There's transformational learning opportunities in and out of the classroom that often improve student success through retention and engagement. Study abroad is also an academic program. Students are enrolled full-time, completing coursework while they're abroad away. And there's also many benefits that come from studying abroad, and we just list a few here. When you go away, you get to expand your worldview. You get to enhance your career opportunities and also grow your network. Oftentimes when you go away or abroad, you meet individuals from all over the world and you make connections. You also get to learn another language if you choose to and experience another culture. And also you get to boost your self-awareness. You become more confident. You become more independent, and you also get to build on your organizational and life skills. #adulting. And some of the study abroad expectations, there may be some challenges, but not obstacle. So based on the CSUF Graduation Initiative 2025, which is listed on our website, you maintain rigorous academic standards while breaking down academic, administrative, financial, and social barriers. We do have different types of study abroad programs. So we have CSU/CSUF programs, and we also have non-CSUF programs. So what are the differences? If you do a CSU or CSUF program, students pay CSUF tuition and fees. You also receive resident units. So Cal State Fullerton resident units, just like any other class that you take at Cal State Fullerton. You also could utilize your full financial aid, which includes state and federal. If you are doing a non-CSUF program, the tuition is paid to the host institution. You earn transfer credits and not resident units. It's not a Cal State Fullerton course. And there's limited financial aid. So federal financial aid is available, however, no state aid is available. If you don't use your state aid that semester because you're doing a non-CSUF program, please do note that it doesn't roll over to the following semester. If you don't use it that semester, unfortunately, you do lose it. The first program we're going to talk about is CSU International Programs. We call it CSU IP for short. These are year-long exchange programs that are open to all Cal State campuses. So it's not just Cal State Fullerton students, but it's all 23 Cal State campuses, which makes this program very unique. So CSU IP is hosted through the Chancellor's Office, which is located in Long Beach. They offer year-long programs either during academic year or calendar year, depending on the program. There are 62 programs in 18 different countries, and 13 of those programs do offer full instruction in English. Most majors are available, although not in every country. So you choose a program for your major or to learn a language. The typical requirements for these year-long programs are usually for juniors or senior standing, and we do offer some programs that are open to sophomores as well. And the GPA requirement is typically anywhere from 2.75 to 3.0 depending on the program. And some programs do have a language requirement. So please check out the specific program that you're interested in for the more detailed requirements. The next program is called the Cal State Fullerton Reciprocal Exchange Program. These programs are open to only Cal State Fullerton matriculated students. These exchange programs are either for a semester or for an academic year. So students could decide if they want to go during fall semester or spring semester or for the entire year. We have 28 active programs in 11 different countries. And students can decide if they want to take major classes, minor classes, general education classes, or elective classes. Some programs are designated for specific majors. And one of the great things about our exchange programs is that there's no language requirement. The requirements for our exchange programs is you have to be a junior or a senior standing, usually a 2.75 GPA, but there are some universities that have a 3.0 GPA requirement. The next program is the Cal State Fullerton Department Programs. These are Cal State Fullerton faculty-led programs managed by a Cal State Fullerton department or college. So you are going with our faculty and our students, and you get to pay tuition here and you get to go abroad together. Most of our department programs tend to be short-term, so typically during the winter session, summer session, or during spring break or fall break. Programs are either major specific or open to all majors for elective or upper division GEs. And currently we do offer 2 semester-long programs. The first one is the COM fall semester in Florence, Italy. And we also have the Humanities and Social Sciences program during spring semester in London. And one of the great things about this program is you can also do an internship if you wish. And this is open to all majors. The requirements for these programs would be a 2.5 GPA, sophomore or up, and at least have completed 1 semester at Cal State Fullerton prior to your departure on these programs. We also offer study away programs. Study away programs are programs where you go elsewhere within the United States, where you don't actually leave the country, but you get to study somewhere that's not Fullerton. And we do have a handful of programs like that. Just to mention a few that are listed here, we have a criminal justice winter session program at the U.S.-Mexico border. We also have the Cal State Fullerton Cal State DC Scholarship Program, which takes place either during spring semester or summer session, and you can also do an internship in DC. And if you want to go for at least a semester or 2, we also offer a Cal State Fullerton Reciprocal Exchange Program with a school called Schema Business School, and they do have a satellite campus in North Carolina. So these programs are really great if you don't want to go too far but still be away from from home. And one of the great things about these programs is it doesn't require you to have a passport. We also offer co-curricular non-credit bearing programs. And these are service learning programs that are short-term, typically a week long. And we have 2 programs right now, one during winter session to Havana, Cuba, and we also have one during spring break to the Dominican Republic. So you are not getting any credit, so you're not paying tuition, but it is a very educational experience where we partner up with the local NGO in the country, and we do a service learning project together with all the students and with alongside with the community. So these tend to be a lot more cost effective because there's no tuition tied to this program. There are also many So how does housing work when you go abroad? So housing does depend on the program that you select. They offer different types of options for you. So if you do a CSU IP program, the housing is arranged by the International Programs Office. It could be a dorm on or off campus or an apartment. It could also be a homestay option as well. For CSUF reciprocal exchange programs, students choose their housing when they apply to the university if it's available. Oftentimes, students will live in dorms on or off campus or apartments in the area. For Cal State Fullerton department programs, the housing is typically included in the program fee and it's arranged by Cal State Fullerton. And the housing situation may be hotels, apartments, dorms, or homestay. So it depends on the program. So when you look at your program on a website under housing, you could see what the housing situation is going to be like if you do tend to go abroad. For non-CSUF programs, it really depends on the program, and most do include the housing in their fees, which is very similar to homestay, dorms, or apartments, just like any other program. So how do I apply to one of the study abroad or away programs? Good news is everything is done online, so no matter what type of program you select, you do have to apply with our office on our website, which is listed here. And depending on the program that you select, the application process is a little different. So for example, if you decide to apply to a CSU IP program, please note that there are 2 applications that you need to do simultaneously, one with our office and also one with CSU IP office. And we also listed the IP office's website right here. For a reciprocal exchange program, you apply online with our office first. If you are selected by our office and nominated, then we will give you instructions on the secondary application with the exchange university. But the first step is you do an application process with our office first. For Cal State Fullerton department programs, you just do one application on our Cal State Fullerton website. And for non-CSUF programs, again, there's 2 applications. You do one with our office, and the main application is actually with your program provider or the institution that you're applying to. So no matter which program you decide to do, please remember that you will have to work with our office very closely, and we will be working with you and assisting you to go abroad. So let's talk about funding and financial aid. Please visit the Cal State Fullerton Office of Financial Aid to discuss your financial aid package and what's available to you if you were to study abroad. Most programs do accept financial aid as payment for tuition or program fees, but the general rule is if you do a Cal State or Cal State Fullerton program, you can use your federal aid, which includes Pell Grant and federal loans, and state. So that's Cal Grant or SUG, financial aid. If you do a non-CSUF or independent program, you may use federal aid if program is based in the US. For work study, please note that you cannot use that for any program since you will not be working while you're abroad, so work study is not available to study abroad students. For most students, their financial aid award does change when studying abroad. Please note that financial aid during the summer is limited. So how about scholarships? Please note that there are thousands of scholarships available to students. Some of our need-based, merit-based, country-based, and even program-based scholarships are available to our students. Here we list a handful of popular scholarships that many of our students apply to. I highly recommend students applying to the Benjamin Gilman Scholarship. If you are a U.S. citizen and a Pell Grant recipient, you can get up to $5,000 if you do a program. Please note that oftentimes a lot of the non-CSUF providers offer their own scholarships, so you definitely want to check out that. And we also list more scholarships on our website. So one of the key things about funding is that you plan ahead and you want to look into scholarships ahead of time because a lot of scholarship deadlines are way before you even go abroad. So if you are planning on going abroad, let's say next spring semester, you want to ideally start looking to scholarships a year ahead, or at least 6 months before you depart, because the deadlines are usually many months before you actually go abroad. We also offer online financial resources. Again, I mentioned on your Cal State Fullerton Study Abroad website, we list some information there. Here we list a link to Diversity Abroad Guide to Funding Opportunities. There's scholarship search engines, and Financial Aid Office also lists a whole bunch. Please do remember to complete your FAFSA application every year, which is free. Typically the application opens up in October and the deadline is March 2nd. So please don't forget to do that. Even if you don't qualify for financial aid, it's still good to do it in the event if you want to take out loans, student loans, that you have an option of doing so if need be. Alrighty, so what are the next steps? We do recommend that you go on our website when you have time and you do some research. So you can research based on the study abroad program that you like, or based on courses, or maybe it's the cost, or requirements, scholarships, deadlines, and so on. Think about some of the goals that you have for yourself if you do want to go abroad. Like, what are some of the goals that you have set for yourself? And also be open to different destinations. Sometimes, you might walk into the office and say, hey, I really want to go here. And then, if there's another program that offers maybe the right classes that you need, but you never considered the country, just being open-minded is always good. Talk to your family and friends and let them know about your plans to study abroad. We definitely want your network, your loved ones to know that you're planning on doing this, to get their full support. Also apply for a passport if you don't already have one, or go ahead and renew it. The process does take typically 6 to 8 weeks for you to process that. And again, fill out your FAFSA each year. Visit the Financial Aid Office to talk about your aid that you have available to you. Visit your academic advisor to talk about the program and the courses to see if it's a great fit for you to stay on track and graduating. And also make an appointment with one of our study abroad advisors by appointment or walk-in advising. Currently, we are offering appointments online, so go ahead and go on our website and book an appointment on our website with the appropriate study abroad advisor. And then you can apply for a study program on our website. For study abroad advising, we do recommend that you go to our study abroad website and you book an appointment online. Right now we are doing Zoom meetings, which are about 30 minutes long, and you can make your appointment based on your major on our website with the appropriate study abroad advisor. All right, so we offer some programs that allow you to get involved now and get that international experience and cultural experience by joining our Global Titans Buddy program. The Global Titans Buddy program is a group of Cal State Fullerton student volunteers who help visiting international students adapt to campus life and American culture. So we send our students out, but we also receive students, international students, every semester. And this is a really great opportunity for our students to connect with international students. You can even practice another language if you wish, learn about another culture, and just become more globally aware. So you get to connect with different types of people. We also tend to host some events and activities throughout the semester, and it's really about friendship and support. So if you do have a heart for these students and you want to be more involved and get that international experience here at Cal State Fullerton, we do highly encourage you to apply. And here's a link to where you could sign up for the buddy program that we're offering next semester. Thank you so much for joining us today for the general information session. I hope this presentation was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact our office at sabroad@fullerton.edu. We look forward to helping you go abroad or away in the future. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.